Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Cup Series here for our second road course of the season. Now, if you guys recall, the first road course that we did was actually Sonoma. A couple people were a fan of that track, some people weren't. But Mid Ohio is actually a can of worms entirely. So we have a very tricky track. Not quite where you're going to like bounce up into two wheels, but you have a difficult track when it comes to like the second sector, the S's, if you will. But you also have a very technical track because there's no walls to really surround you from just going off track, much like in like Watkins Glen, you're actually surrounded by walls, so there's not a whole lot of like room to like really mess up. But there is though a lot of room to go out of bounds. So because of that, we have a lot of potential strategies here. Joining me up here in the booth is actually a person that's going to be starting in, I do believe, and I don't count myself, yes, P8 tonight. Liam, that is Tansby Vegas, in case you don't recognize that. How are you doing today? Real quick, before you send me an invite because we are about to roll.
Yeah, I'm doing good, and I'll get that invite to you.
Oh, perfect. Well, Liam, you fancy yourself a bit of a road course racer, if I do say so myself. So this is right up your alley. Your career in MRL 4 road courses has been a really good one, actually. You have finished in the top 10 in every single start at some point in your career. So that has to really help you out in terms of this race. Now, there's going to be 13 other drivers out on field with you. How does this feel for you going into such a tricky track?
I think it's kind of just that Justin Allgaier mentality you see in the Xfinity series. Just watch watch your own race, control your own destiny, let others make mistakes, and go from there. And you can join back, by the way.
Oh, buenos dias. Thank you. We have so I guess let's kind of rewind a little bit as we are going to load on in. Before I do, though, I do want to point out the pole sitter. That is RS Meatwagon. P2 is actually going to be Bassbuck. We have a very tight points battle right now. We have 28 points from our points leader of Mo Power Cat. Now he's going to be P11. This is not his cup of tea. Road courses and him do not gel well. And then you also have Cyber, who's going to be starting P3. He's the one that is chasing. So, as we kind of load in here, finally, I do want to go through the other drivers that are going to be in this running for the race right now. We have, of course, Bassbuck, that's just 48 points back, and then Tiber, which is 57 back. Just perfect timing right there. What the heck happened with Bass? Bass and Tiber are automatically getting... Oh my goodness me. Bass just... And with that, he is out of this race. Oh my goodness. What happened with Bass? Wow, already off to a great start.
I
All
know he's
right,
been
well...
having hard drive issues recently. I don't know if that had anything to
Ooh.
do with it.
Well, that definitely did not help out his cause, because I was just about to say this was going to be right up his alley in order to potentially get into the championship points battle again. But lagging out or having some kind of server issue before the race even starts, oh man, you also have to feel bad for T-Bird, who is caught out right behind him. There he is right now. Oh my goodness. P13 all the way down to P12. Yes, we have that word, lost connection. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Liam, you said that he's been encountering this issue a lot lately?
Yeah, and the 12 just spawned in front of me.
Oh, and the 12! That is BD Deadman. Now, BD, of course, also being in a bit of a points battle himself. He is actually in P9. and he's just going to bin it, so he's probably not having a great race right now. But P9 in the point standings right now, 12 points behind Agent Orange, but he needs to look on out because he's right on that cusp of getting relegated. Of course, the top 10 get in, and he's sitting P9. Of course, he has about a 60-point deficit in order to kind of play around with, but you don't want to rely on that, especially as we move forward in the rest of the season. After this race, we are actually halfway done. So, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing here is making sure that we all have our P's and Q's, our T's crossed and our I's dotted, because as we go through the rest of the season, it's an all-out grind. Of course, the next points race is actually in 2 weeks. Next week is actually going to be our all-star race, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But, oh, you got to feel bad for Bassbuck right there. This was his race. He was starting P2 and could have gained some major ground on the championship points leader. Now, Liam, I'm looking out through the field right now. You are currently, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, P10, about to be P11 right now? Or P9?
P9. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, T-Bird's trying to take that, so I didn't know if that was for the that position or not. But yeah, so T-Bird trying to go through the field right there. How is the traffic on the initial getaway?
Trying to think about this. It's something that it's very, as a racer, you don't like, because you have people braking at places that you yourself normally wouldn't brake at, or braking a little bit later, so you're either getting run into the back to or running into the back of someone, and then these early goings, you're just trying to make up the spots you can, so people, I guess there's a lot less, respect to be said in the beginning of the race.
Oh, of course, yeah, the gloves are off. I mean, of course, the restarts are the best place in order to gain positions and track position. And speaking of gaining track position, Packers, who was starting well in the back of the pack, has made his way up to P4. So honestly, if I'm counting my cars correctly, so let's start with that. So here's Xander, P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Packers was the third one lined up on the outside. Essentially, when Bass stopped and Tabor was right behind him, Packers was the first one in line, so he was able to collect a P4 out of that. But, oh, good job from him. Looking forward to seeing what Packers can do. He came so close to having a podium, actually, on Tuesday in the Challenger Series. Oh, man. Oh, I cannot wait for him to be back on the podium. I want to hear his voice one more time, because, I mean, Liam, you know Packers. I mean, it's really rare to hear him, just period.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
So, well, that's
after,
oh no,
Wednesday,
go.
I'm surprised you didn't say something.
Oh man, well,
I know I did send you that clip, right?
yes, you did send me that clip, but yeah, for everyone watching right now, Liam and Packers are in a different league, the FRL, Fast Lane Racing League, where they're in the Xfinity Series. Liam was at a road course, Canadian Tire, correct?
Yep.
Where he beat Packers. So imagine the post-race interviews there. If there was one, but that 96, oh my goodness me, that is teammates right there. The 96 and the 4 going at it. The 96 kind of pushing his way past, so I'm sure he's a little bit driving mad. But of course, those two are in a party chat right now. So I can imagine that there's probably no love lost. But right now, the reason I'm on the 4 is to talk about something that I briefly alluded to.
We have a caution.
Oh, a caution? I wonder what that was about. Don't really see anyone off the pace. Which is really weird. Road courses are really awkward places to get a caution. Because especially an open one like this, being in this kind of setting where there's a lot of runoff. I mean, we almost saw UK, our points leader, almost go into the sand trap. That's just how tricky it is around here. You can misjudge your braking zone, or you can get into someone, or someone can get into you, and all of a sudden, wham, bam, and you're into the sand trap. So, we're going to stack it one more time. Xander is going to be retaining pole. Looks like actually BS was gained a position out of that, a little pit cycle, and that regroups the field back together. Again, 13 cars started, only one is out of this race. Unfortunate that is for Bass. But I'm going to actually go from the back of the pack right here and see how this turn keyhole is going to be going on through. That is what I was talking about. The 14 goes wide into the sand trap, and so does the 18. Totally misjudging his braking zone. Who was that just went wide? That was the 8 of Agent Orange. Oh, no. Again, people misjudging their braking zones and then also getting on the throttle way too soon. The 4 is all the way got way too soon, and the 22 got into him right there. So because of that, you have a lot of to do right now. So okay, but back to what I was talking about with the relegation zone, and it's actually funny that we are on them right now. So right in front of this is the 22 and the 4, a little bit of contact right there. Looks like from maybe the 18, not quite sure. But the 4 and the 22, these two are 10th and 11th in the standings right now. 4 points entering this race was a separation, with the 4 being the one above. He's in 10th. But as of right now, if the race ended right now, Cade would be above by 1 point. So we'll make that make that 6 points now, with Cyber passing the 22. But yeah, that is just how much that these guys are together. The parity between all of these guys are insane. So yeah, let's kind of circle on through the field right now. So it looks like Xander retains the lead, currently leading every single lap. Packers now in P2, so we're one step closer to a Packers podium. Liam, whenever you get a free second, could you actually just let me know what lap it is?
Lap 9.
Lap 9, and it's out of 42?
Yep.
Gotcha. Alright, I was just making sure I counted my laps correct. Ooh, my goodness. The 8 totally misjudged his braking zone right there. But yeah, in fact, yeah, that was unintentional. He let you back go right there, and he did the same thing actually on Thursday. So yeah, it's just how tricky this course is, and tip of the hat for the 8 to let you go back by. But yeah, I'm going to be watching these, the battle between the 22 and the 4. Cade himself had this race circled because this is going to be one of his weaker tracks. And now it's going to be, as we enter lap 10 right now, a big to-do. And that is another little bomb from the 18. But he kind of backs off, saying that, hey, that wasn't intentional. So, again, a tip of the hat to the 18. But yeah, here comes that 14, though, coming all the way down the inside, and was trying to take it 3 wide, a little bit of bumper banging. Right here, fenders being clashed. The 22 actually grinds the grass right there. And the 4 has it temporarily. What's the braking zone going to look like? Is the 4 going to block the 14? No, the 14 is going to be the one that backs on off soon. The 22 is the late breaker, but he's going to go wide. He's in the pits. He's in the sand trap. Oh, my goodness. And because of that, just gets on the throttle way too soon, trying to correct himself and make up for lost time, and he is off into the grass. Gotta keep going though, Cade. You don't know what's gonna happen. Back on board with the front runners though. Looks like Packers has. Oh no, actually, Packers has dropped from P2 to P4. BS now holds that spot, with T-Bird in P3. So, wonderful rebound for the 96, though. Again, he had this race circled. This is a great opportunity for him to gain some points over the championship leader of the 14. Let's go on board with the 14, as we can see going on through the field. He started P11, and he is now up into P6. So, of course, the more drivers there are, the more opportunities for points to be made. But, you just got to go with the flow. And right now, UK is doing his best in P6 right now, about to be hounded by the 18 for P7, looking for P6 for the 18. The 4 goes into a little bit of the grass to slow himself down. So yeah. Oh dang, what a battle is going on here. The 12 of BD, the 8 of Nathan, and you, Liam. That, oh my goodness, they're door banging up there. You're just like, oh my goodness me. You're just like, oh my, I'm back here. Don't let it go. Oh, the 8, what happened with him? That was bizarre. Is that a lag thing? What happened there, Liam?
I don't know.
Huh.
I know that rumble strip can get you, like, lose, but...
Yeah, it looked like it just stopped, though. It almost looked like he got a course penalty. It almost looked like he got a course penalty because of how quickly he stopped right there. The 12, bending it on the front stretch right there, getting on the throttle way too soon. And so now, because of that, we have him dropping all the way down to P... What is that, 9 right now? P11.
P11.
Yeah. As P12 belongs to Cade, yes. So, looks like the field's actually starting to get really solid right now. The 6 and the 24 are in a... or about to be in a battle right here, as just in front of them, battle for P2 is starting to heat up. The 96 is hounding the 20. The 20, though, has been on a hot streak lately. In the past 3 races, he's finished in the top 10 all 3 times with 1 podium, so that 20 is starting to come alive here as the later on in the season. Now, if we look to another one of our people that made the power rankings for this week, we have to look to actually you, Liam. Let's do a little spotlight on you. Now, of course, unfortunately, you weren't able to race last week. Where are you? There you are. Raced last week due to a penalty, but you're back in the driver's seat now, and not in the official power rankings, but you're always in my power rankings, if that makes sense. Liam, how's the car feel right now?
It's good everywhere except for the exit of the keyhole.
So right here, coming up, in case everyone watching right now, this is the keyhole right here. NASCAR doesn't use that term so much. It's mostly an IndyCar term. So the keyhole is that turn 2 section right there. Very tight, very slow. If you run on automatic, you actually drop all the way down to first gear for it. So it is a very tight corner, but continue, Liam.
Yeah, no, like I said, it feels good everywhere else. The exit of the keyhole, it just... I don't know if I'm too high on the RPMs or whatever, but it just wants to snap loose every time you're right there.
Maybe you're on too low of a gear. Are you in second or third?
Second.
Alright, good. Alright, just making sure. But yeah, it also could just be how you are just getting onto the throttle. I mean, just probably something like that. Oh, the 22. Oh my goodness. Looks like he has already given up for the night. Yep, there he goes. Oh, Cade. Well, I mean, I guess he's putting the fate into the 4's hands. So, super unfortunate for Cade, but I think, yeah, he has, is just, at this point, he's just resigning himself for this race. You know what? Knowing how Cade operates, he's really strong at Charlotte. He can come back in 2 weeks' time in order to get it done. And who knows, he may actually also come back with the All-Star win as well. Again, that is next week, and it's going to be a lot of practice for some of these guys. We have one more All-Star Open race for those that are not qualified. That is going to be at Atlanta this coming Monday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But now we're going to be watching the 4 and see how he's going to do. But with little mistakes like that, just approaching the corner a little bit too soon. Look how close he was before that corner to the 18, and he's now easily a second and a half back. So little mistakes like that can add on up. Oh, but yeah, 2 cars already out of this race. 13 started, 2 are already done. That leaves 11 to go, meaning one poor unfortunate soul is not going to get a top 10 this race. Hopefully, it's not, and everyone in the field is hoping it's not them.
I think we'll see green flag pit stops this time when that's time by.
Oh, what lap are we on?
15. And considering we all pitted at the same time and I have 2 laps of fuel left, I would assume this time when that's time.
All right, well, there we go. We actually did the math on that, and looking at when that caution came on out, beforehand, if you recall, everyone watching, we have a new fuel rule into effect, meaning we look at how many laps you can you come out of pit road with, which is at this point 9. It says 10 when you are on pit road, but it's actually 9 as you exit. So essentially, you can't save fuel. And looking at how many laps, looks like these guys will have to stop 2 more times after this stop. So, looking at our leader now, that is Xander. Looking at him like he's on a Sunday drive on a Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening. P2 is the 96 of T-Bird, so as he's entering turn 3, you can see T-Bird entering turn 3 right there, so I would guesstimate he's about 8 seconds back or so. Hunty, where are you? I don't know. Not on track, probably gearing up for the All-Star race here on Saturday, is what I would guess. But yeah, this is P2 right now, so T-Bird having a wonderful, oh, commentator's curse. Not like this, T-Bird. Oh, no. Oh, commentator's curse. Liam, in case, because you don't know, you weren't on board with me. As I was saying, he's having a lovely time. Instantly spun. Instantly spun. So with that, looks like the night. Oh wow, pit road is popping right now. So the 1 has already stopped, and he is about to get into his box now. Yeah, everyone is on pit road right now. The only ones that aren't are actually the 14, and that will be actually no, that won't be for his lap because the 1 was actually still on pit road right there. So technically he still led that lap, but the 1 is down and away, so there he goes. But everyone but the 12 and I'll make that 12. Actually, it is the 14. He's the only one that is not out in the pits. Did you get a pit road speeding penalty? Looks like every one of the leaders did not. The 96, the 24, the 9. Oh, I already said 96. The 6, the 18's down and away. The 12 just hit his box. The 17 and the 8. Yep, there you go. And now everyone just is back out on track. Now we have to wait until the 14 comes on by. Oh, the 4 also didn't pit, it looks like, as I totally must have missed a U.S. track right there. So, Liam, help us, enlighten us here. What's the benefit of short pitting on this game, if any?
All right. Honestly, okay. No, because road courses, they'll be flame hero essentially broken. I guess refer to it because you actually the worse your tires are, essentially, the faster you go. In which in reality doesn't happen. However, on road courses, and it's only on road courses that happens. Is the longer your tires are, the faster you go. So there's really no advantage to short pitting here unless it's for that extra lap of fuel. However, because of our fuel rule, there's really no point of doing it.
Well, I will tell you the reason to short pit. No, don't get me wrong. You're absolutely correct with what you said, but I don't know if you've ever experienced this, Liam, but if your tires ever go below 20%, you lose so much grip. So there actually is a benefit, I feel, to pitting at or as close to 20% on your left front because all the road courses, you burn your left front more than your right front or any other tire. So you want to go and make sure that you are out and away long before you hit that mark. So, I mean, would you agree with that, Liam? Does that make sense?
I would agree with that statement. Yeah.
Well, and so it looks like everyone but the 14 and the 4 took advantage of that little remark right there. In fact, actually, let's actually go on board. So there is Xander. He is already on his way to the keyhole. It looks like the 12 backed on out of the race as I'm looking on back right now. So he will be the last unfortunate soul to not get a top 10. But yeah, there is P2, P3, and there's P4. T-Bird, Packers 5th. UK still remains P6. Kalen, if I recall, should be P7. And yep, there he goes. US Track Enterprise P8. Liam, you're P9. And yep. There you go. And then P10 is Nathan. I don't know where he is on track, but... Oh, there he is. But yeah.
I was going to say, he almost wrecked it coming on the pit lane, so...
Oh, and like I said, it's so hard for all of these guys. Whether you are a road course ace or not, I mean, it's so hard of a track in order to really master. Because of the elevation changes, people are... you're constantly going up and down. Like, look, I'm bored with Xander. Let's actually take a lap with Xander and kind of take a look at how rough this course is. So exiting turn, the final turn right here, the long sweeping right, go to a quick left, one of the quickest sections on the course right there, and then you want to shift on down. Normally, some people cut that turn 1. We actually can't this time, so he's going to go into second and back up to third, and then back up to fourth already, and then down into second, going into the keyhole. Wants to get a nice little arc, and he's doing that wonderfully here. Then gas it right at the apex, shift up from second to third, and then back up into fourth. And then you're just going all the way down the long backstretch right here in order to get as much time as possible. Look for the edge of the wall right there, brake, and then you all go all the way down to P2, gear 2. So I'm going to P1 in order to get some grip there. I personally don't believe that is correct. Gear 2 all the way through that winding corner, and then to the right-hander, quick left, and then immediately go to the right, and then another right-hander. This is where a lot of people get caught off guard, because right here is that quick elevation change, and if you get on the power way too soon, you're spinning. And then quick downshift into second, and then up into third real quick, and then back down to second through the final turn, and that is a lap at Mid-Ohio. So did I hear something, Liam? What happened?
Huh?
Oh, I could have swore I heard something like someone spin or something like that, some contact being made. I didn't know if you had any insight.
No, none of my knowledge.
Gotcha. All right, well, never mind then. Continuing on. So yes, 3 cars out of this race. 13 started. 3 are done, meaning everyone that is on track right now will get a top 10. So excellent job from these guys. And that's actually one of the biggest things. Is that Cade? To use Cade as the example here. I know it's probably not the best track. Oh, the 96 bends it coming out of the turn. And that is, another mistake by the 96. The 96 of T-Bird. We saw this back in Season 0 Watkins Glen. He had one of the fastest cars out there, but little mistakes kept putting him out of commission. And right there, that is Packers into P4, and then UK up into P5. So keep going, guys. Who knows? They may get a podium out of this, as Cyber now is in P2. BS still remains in P3, so excellent job there. So yeah, you can tell, I will tell you right now, Liam, you can tell who put in the practice and who didn't. I know for sure because BS has been constantly asking me about my setup and my time, so I know for sure he's been practicing. Cyber practices for every single race. I don't know how he does it. The 6 of Packers, you can see a improvement in his racecraft as we've been going through the rest of the season. In fact, actually, I want to do a little spotlight on Packers. I feel like I've been picking on him a little bit too much, but Packers sitting as of right now, entering this race, 13th in the standings, 299 points back from the championship leader. However, he is 71? No, 78 points back from the cut line. So, he is actually gaining points by being in P4 right now with US Track that is sitting P8. So, if we actually do that math right there, he is subtly creeping his way up there. So, probably bad news for Cade, but the 6 of Packers will probably, as the season goes on, make his way up into the relegation zone. It's going to be close, but he's not going to be out of it. Liam, how you doing?
All right.
You don't sound very confident with that.
I mean, I would like to be up there and, battling some other people for some positions, but I mean,
well,
20 laps to go, still a long race.
If it makes you feel any better, the 4 of US Track Enterprises looks like he is struggling just as much as you are. So, still a position to be had right there. The race is far from over. You don't know who is going to get a pit road speeding penalty before the race is done. You know? Because, of course, there's going to be 2 more stops coming at the end of this race. So we will have to see how this is going to unfold. But yeah, probably right now the closest battle on track is actually the battle for P4 right there. The 6 of Packers, as I was talking about, is actually closing in on the 20 of BS. However, the 14 of UK is keeping him honest. So, as I say that, the 14 goes off track. Okay, never mind. I should probably stop talking because I am commentators cursing a lot of these people. So, so yeah, we have the 6 of Packers that is actually closing on, knocking on the door to the 20. So that's good news for him. But yeah, this is probably the closest battle on track. So I'm probably going to be keeping an eye on this, as now the 96 is trying to catch these guys again after spinning out of the keyhole. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. In fact, there is our championship leader as we speak. Yeah, our championship leader right now, UK, Mopower Cat, in case you don't know the nickname. That was his old username, was UK Wildcat, so that's why we always say UK. He's been on a 3 race win streak since Pocono. So Pocono, Iowa, and Martinsville all resulted in that number 14 car going to victory lane. As it stands right now, I don't see him going to victory lane now, but you never know if like there's a late race yellow or if somehow the top 4 just all shit the bed. I mean, like, I don't know, it could happen, but right now the 14 is feasibly looking at going 4 for 4 right now. It's actually funny, the last place that we were at that wasn't his win was actually Sonoma, and that was where he finished dead last. So, well, he's 1 spot closer now because he just made that move on P4. So that's good news for him. Bad news for all of his championship rivals, meaning the 24 Cyber, who's still out in front of him, gaining points, critical points on him. Now, we're going to see how this 24 is going to be closing the gap on Xander. And if he can actually get a crucial 5 bonus points for leading a lap, because as of right now, the points difference between UK and Cyber, which is first and second in the standings, is 28. As of right now, without any laps led or anything like that, the gap will be closed to 18 after this race. The 20 is already going to be coming on down pit lane, so that's going to be something for that. But never mind that, the 24 is already on pit road, so I guess Xander is already still on the pit. So unless UK can actually stay out this lap, he will actually get his 5 bonus points for leading that lap, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Currently, as of right now, Xander's led every single lap so far, so so even though he was on pit lane right there, he actually crossed the finish line still as the leader, so that's why I was saying about that. Liam, actually, could you give us a lap update, please?
Lap 26.
Lap 26. Oh, wow. How did we miss already going past halfway? Shoot. So, 26. Let's do the math on this, Liam. People are pitting right now. And it's lap 26. Meaning, they can go to one more, which is lap 37. And then they are good to go the rest of the way. UK is going to be trying to make that work. If he can stretch it one more lap, meaning like not pit this time, one more lap, he will get that lap led. That's why we were on board with him this entire time. But the way he's angling himself right now, no, he will get that lap led. So that is 5 bonus points. Xander no longer will lead every single lap. But no one else on pit lane right now, so the 14 retains that that lead as the 1 continues on. The 24, so as the 1 enters turn 1, the 24 is entering the final corner. That is the gap between first, well, provisional P1 and P2 right now. There is Liam. Liam, are you P4 right now technically? Oh, yep.
Yeah, around there.
So as you go into pit lane right now, so the 20 car will pick up what will be P3. Packers getting ever so closer to that Packers podium. We will have to see how that's going to roll. But yeah, pit road will be busy for this 14. So good job from him for getting that lap led. Now it's going to be Ball and Cyber's court in order to get that lap led, because now, I mean, depending on where UK finishes, the most points that he's going to be gaining on him is 5. Now, that's still not the end of the world, as the 96 goes to the grass again. Oh, T-Bird. Oh, my goodness me. T-Bird's not having a fun race. And there is the 4, so it looks like he will be probably pitting this time if I'm a betting man. Yep, and there he goes. So he's going to be very calmly going to the pits. You actually be very surprised. You think that Mid-Ohio, based on that pit entry, is very hard to get onto. It's actually surprisingly one of the easiest to get onto. So interesting.
Now here's my question, Patton. Okay. Since the 14 has been able to go he went an extra 2 laps there, I want to say. Okay, if he does that again, would he have?
No matter how we slice the pie.
That's right, would put him 1 lap shy.
Yeah, he has to.
He's been shown that he can save. Well, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, at the moment
he can go the extra lap.
Yeah, at the moment of caution, that basically you would have to have made a 3-stopper. That's why everyone was pitting right there. So he will have to stop one more time. Now, would that be fuel only or 2 tires? That's up to him. But he will have to stop one more time. Because right now it is, what, lap 28?
Yeah.
Make that lap 29 as Xander goes on by?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cannot save those laps per per run, because if we total it all on up, so like he saved an extra lap by staying out the first time, okay? And then 2 laps the second time. And then if he were to save the 3 laps right there, that'd be past the 5th rule by saving 6 total laps throughout that race right there, that run. He will have to come on down one more time. Does that make sense, Liam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no matter how we slice this, UK and the 4 will have to come on down one more time. But oh my goodness, what a position gain by the 14. He is now, unless the 6 and the 20 sped or something or other, I don't know, but the 14 was able to jump the 6 and then be immediately behind the 20, meaning he is in position for a podium here. So I don't know if like that was just clean air or if he didn't have to worry about traffic. I mean, there are sometimes, and Liam, you can attest to this. Sometimes as a driver, you just have to turn off the mirror, you know, just like essentially just kind of put the blinders on, you know, not worry about what's around you. So that is probably what he did right there. Is that he was just cranking out those fast laps. And because of that, oh, well, something must have happened right there. Again, commentator's curse. Something must have happened right there as Packers just went past him in order to get that position. So, yeah, he must have got loose or something or other.
So what spot does that put Packers in now?
That puts him into P4, and he is now right behind the 20. So again, we're one spot shy of a Packers podium. Anyway, so going on through the rest of the field right now, just kind of getting our bearings. Looks like not a whole lot of positions were changed under that pit stop cycle, apart from UK and Packers being swapped, and also looks like the 18 and the 96 also swap positions. So that was, I should say, P4 and P5, and then now P6 and P7. P8 still belongs to US Trek. Actually, just for reference, what is the gap between you and him?
The gap between me and Nathan?
In Trek.
Okay, the gap to Trek is about 15 seconds. And then the me and Nathan is about 4.5.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'll let you focus there, bud. So thank you so much. I just wanted a reference just to see, because I know that's P8 right here that I'm on, and then P9 is right here. P10 is the 8, which is closing the gap, actually. So like I said, I'll let you focus. So yeah, here are the 3 DNFs for the race. And going on back on board with our leader right now as he goes through the center S's. That is, you can actually see P2 all the way back there entering turn 3. So yeah, the 1 is just putting on a clinic right now. Again, he will have to stop again. Everyone will have to stop again. There is no saving this, but whether or not he takes fuel only or 2 tires, that's the strategy call. As long as you come on down pit lane, that's really all we care about. So I'm pretty sure that's what the 14 of UK is probably trying right now, because he is hanging out with the 6 and the 20 right now. I know the 20 is probably racing his butt off right now in order to maintain that podium position. But yeah, that good race from him though, as the 24 is just, and the 96 bends it again. The 96, oh my, he now loses another position to the 4 of US Trek. The 96 now down to P7. Oh, T-Bird now like this. I don't know what happened, if there was some contact or if he just got into power way too soon, but he binned it going out of the S's. So now Kalen is basically going away scot-free. He doesn't have anything to worry about. He now only just has to hit his marks and he'll be in a very comfortable P6. But yeah, now, oh my goodness me. T-Bird going from P4 as a starting position all the way down to P8 right now. Oh, but this battle for P3, though, is still heating up. They're all within equal positioning of each other. All basically following the same line. If one person makes a mistake, everyone else makes a mistake. If, you know what they say, monkey see, monkey do. If one person goes off track, they all go off track. I'm talking about the 20, the 6, and the 14. They're all within the same corner of each other. This is for P3. Like I said, this is the biggest battle on track right there. So there we go. Yeah, I think the 96 is about to leave. So yeah, he just gassed it into the sand trap, and that may be. Yep, there we go. That is going to be our 4th retirement for the race.
That's the spot.
That's the spot. Ooh, the 6 almost. I don't know if that was planned or what. He looks like he went way too hot into the keyhole right there, losing a lot of time to the 20 in front. But yeah, that's a spot right there. So yeah, the 96. Oh, not like this, T-Bird. But yeah, now that's going to be P10, meaning everyone behind gets elevated position, meaning now Liam, you're in P8 and Nathan's in P9. So.
Wow, let's flip that right there.
Nathan, what'd you do? Oh, Liam, what'd you do? Come on.
Got a little loose entering the last one.
Oh, my goodness. Well, either way, you still have a position right in front of you, so go get it. So that is now the battle for P8. So Nathan matching his number and now upping himself into P8 right there. US Trek now in P7 after all that. So that's going to be great points for Cade. Now, Liam, think of it like this. I don't want to be this guy, but if Cade just finished the race, he would be in P10 by default. Positions are positions and points are points. But that's why I always say never back out of a race. You never know when or how many points you're going to need it by.
Yeah, no, and I believe in that statement. I mean, what was it? We had the Xfinity race at Homestead one season where I was like 6 laps down near the end of it and I still finished.
Exactly. I remember that because I think you were also my in-race reporter. I'm just like, Liam, what's going on?
Yes, so.
I was just like, are you doing okay?
Just wrecked.
Oh! Let's go on board with that. Just spun it or what happened?
Yeah.
And he backs out. Oh my goodness, they dropping like flies.
Now, if, what is that? If 5 other people want to back out, I'm not going to complain about it. And Zan was in the pit lane, by the way.
Yeah, he is making his final stop, so is the 24. So like I said, all these guys had to have made their final stops. So, and like I said, no matter how we slice this pie, someone will, I can almost guarantee, try the no tire, just fuel. Like I said, as long as you go on down pit lane, you're golden. And so that's what we saw with Xander. Looks like he will take 4 tires, waiting for the 24. There he goes. He's out and away. So he is done. The Packers already did it. Same thing with the 20. The 20, I can almost... No, he's not. He's going to go on next time. Liam, what lap are we on?
They're on 35.
They're on 35. Okay, interesting. So we have coming to 7 to go? No, coming to 8 to go. Right?
Yeah, 8 to go.
Oh, wait, so yeah. Yeah, there's no way UK is going to try their stuff. Then I guess I'm miscounting my laps then. Yeah, so essentially Xander and Cyber, they already done their pit stop. They're good to go. They basically spaced it on out perfectly. UK is going to try to go longer, meaning he's going to be taking less fuel, and his tires are going to be a little bit worn, meaning he's going to be going faster on the long run, as Liam, what you said in the beginning of the race. So essentially, he's trying to extend this gap a little bit farther in order to go right there. But 5 cars DNF out of this race. I can't believe it. Especially two of those cars, I did not actually expect to leave. But hey, points are points.
Yeah, and I'm quite surprised Cade backed out, to be honest, because he's been very focused on his gap the track. So
And he would be into P9 right now. Let's think about this for a second here, Liam. Again, I don't want to play this guy, but if we're looking at points here, he'd only be losing. Well, okay, well, Kate, if not Cade, he's in P7. Trek's in P7. Cade would be in P9. He would only be losing 9 points. Meanwhile, right now, he's losing 16 points to him. That is, I mean, again, I know it's only a real difference of 7 points, honestly, 8 points, but it can come on down if you make relegation or not. There goes the 14. He's making his final stop, giving the lead back to Xander. I can't read that on stream, but what Nathan said was funny. But yeah, so let's kind of go on through right now. So provisional positions are still the top three as we have seen. However, it looks like the 6 of Packers is now a little bit farther behind the 20 than what he would like. Now the 20 is going to be wanting to get around this 4 quick, fast, in a hurry, because that 14 is now in turn 1 and will be battling, but the 14 gets loose on turn 1 right there. The 20 has to make this pass right here, right now. I'm not saying dive down the corner, but he's got to go because that 14 is going. And actually, well, speaking of going, the 4 is going to go into the grass right there and give the spot to the 20, meaning what happened to Packers? He is all the way back into P5 right now. About a second... No! About 2 seconds off of the 14. I don't know what happened, or or something or other, but yeah, that is craziness right there. So... Xander is now going to be coming to his first car to go a lap down. Oh, Liam, you didn't need to do that. I mean, it was Xander followed you, but yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, right? Well, I guess that seems to be the name of the game. A little friendly tap right there. Yeah, you can actually see that he has plenty of time to spare. The 24 is just now entering the keyhole. Yeah, that is P2 as the pit stops are now cycled on through. So... So we have a lot of potential for points movements throughout this entire run. So Packers with him going up into the P5 right here. Again, him getting ever so closer to that relegation zone may possibly be a big factor. So yeah, that is going to be a lot of things to talk about here. Everyone has made their final pit stop, so I'm actually really so there's no really need to say whether or not people are going to speed on pit road, but now it's just a matter of just grinding it out and making sure that you just finished and get the car home in one piece. I'll be right back. So, the battle on track right now is for this P3 right here. The 20 versus the 14. We have a, pardon me, this trio right here, well, I guess was Packers as well, has really been trying to get this final podium spot. Now the 14 is there, meaning this will be an excellent point stay for the 14, but also the 20 is going to be, I'm sure, ecstatic if he would get a podium in actual interview, because he's had one podium before this season. That was actually in Pocono, but unfortunately no interview came of that, because unfortunately I was not able to stream that race. So we're going to have to see how he can do there. Pardon me. Sorry.
When Xander crosses the line, it'll be 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go. Oh, pardon me. One more time. So, okay, I'm back. I apologize about that. So, 2 laps to go here, Liam. Thank you so much for that. We have a big, so like I said, that big battle for P3. I should probably go back on board with that, because Xander, yeah, he's probably going to win unless he, like, backs out right now. But right now, as 2 laps to go for these guys right now, the 20 still has it. The 14 wants it. Should these two tangle, potentially the 6 could snag that position, but the 20, by virtue of just holding that line, wants it so bad. The 14 is going to really dive on deep, but he's gonna go past the corner. But the crossover by the 20, what a move by that right there. Now the 20 is gonna having a drag race all the way down to the back stretch. Now it's going to be the 20's turn to really throw it on down. Now, will the 14 throw it on down too deep? And will he go into the grass? You can see just how close it's going to be. The 14 has it. He has the bottom, but the 20 has the preferred line. A white flag for the leader. The 20 spins. He bends into the grass. Oh, that's not how he wanted that race to end. Oh, my goodness me. White flag is out for Xander. So, with that, we have a big thing. I keep saying that. I gotta stop. Xander making his comeback drive. He actually finished P2 in Martinsville. Again, what a race that was between himself and UK. But right now, it's the one that is in P1 right now. So, if he can actually just finish this race where it is, where he is right now, he will be A-okay. But right now I don't even see Cyber in the background, so he is basically just kind of reserved himself to finishing P2. And actually, Cyber will continue his streak of podiums by finishing where he is right now. Xander coming up on US Trek, but I don't think that will really be much of a difference. US Trek will finish the race in P7. Xander coming around the final corner will take the victory here at Mid-Ohio and set the stage for a potential comeback drive in points. Good job from him. Cyber still has not even reached the final corner yet. Let's actually check on in with that final, with that battle for P3 right there. Oh, and looks like as long as UK does not bin it, he will be all right. Cyber's going to finish P2 as he crosses the line. And it looks like UK, again, as long as he doesn't go into the grass, as long as he just keeps it for real and for true, that strategy of pitting late may have paid dividends here. The 20, I'm just saying, paying dividends.
I think I finally found that message you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know I can't say that on stream, but yeah, you know what I mean, though. But yeah, as everyone now is across the finish line, we're just waiting on U.S. Trek. Packers finishing P5. P6 belongs to Kalen. There he goes, Kalen right there crossing the line. Now we're just waiting for U.S. Trek, and he should be coming out of the final corner right now. Yep, there he is. And then cross the start-finish line. This race is over. Wow. Now, Liam, did you have fun?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you're not doing it again on Tuesday, because guess where we're at on Tuesday?
Mid-Ohio.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So I guess good practice for all of these guys. This was without stages, of course. Tuesday will be with stages. So I'm actually very curious as to what adjustments these drivers will make. And I know we're already skipping ahead a couple days, but here we are. So because of that, we are going to get our post-race interviews in. Xander with a fast lap with a 19.6. He actually ran a faster lap here than he did in qualifying. Very interesting. So, yeah, let's get these guys. Oh, no, that's not it. Very short race, actually. It was only an hour long. Let's see here. Cyber. I have to go all the way down for Xander. And then Mopawa all the way down here in the appearing offline, because he never appears online. It's true. He never appears online. Like, literally, appeared online a year ago. All right, cool. All right, so as we wait for that, pretty sure, yes, Xander sent results. Very surprisingly, 5 DNFs out of this race, and like I said, that could have been wonderful points for the 22 of Cade, but he backed on out a little bit too soon, if you ask me. So, Xander P1, Cyber P2, UK P3, we already know this. BS P4, Packers P5, Kalen P6, Goose P7, Liam P8, Nathan P9, T-Bird P10. P11 belongs to BD, Cade P12, and P13 Bassbuck unfortunately did not even technically take the green flag. Very unfortunate for him. But very fortunate for the top three here. Now, going into our P3, of course, a person that has won the past 3 races, but I'm sure you are very happy with just finishing where you did now. UK, how you doing?
Better than I was before the race.
Well, I will say that because before the race, you were in the grass, inside the lines, outside the lines, all in the same straightaway. So you were, I will say, in a position that may have been a losing battle for you. You were probably going to lose a lot more points, but you rallied back for a P3. Was that just consistency, or do you think that strategy of staying out late paid dividends?
Probably consistency. I saw like T-Bird, he spun out a few times, and first of all, it wasn't with that Bassbuck technically didn't take the green. It only helped me for one because he probably wouldn't care, not me. Xander was on his class of his own, and so was Cyber. And another thing, I want to say apologize to the 18 and the 20. On the first restart, I got there too hot and shoved the 18 way in the grass. And then with 3 to go, I almost shoved the 20 in the grass too. So I apologize then.
Well, yeah.
I started every lap. I started hitting my marks better, trying to remember how to drive this track, and got faster and faster. And then I was thinking in my head, I should have stayed out on that caution so I could lead the lap, get my 5 bonus points, and get out of the way. But I spaced that, so I was like, I saw Xander pit and everybody else pit. I'm like, I'm staying out. I want my 5 points. And that's what led to me staying out every time.
Well, I
Xander can
mean,
lead the most laps and win the race, but he ain't gonna lead all of them.
and that's one of the things that I was talking about the entire race is points, points, points. After this, technically, right now we're already halfway through the season. Um, you only lost 5 points to Xander, and you did not lose any points at all to Cyber because Cyber unfortunately did not lead a lap, but you did, meaning you earned the same amount of points as he did. So your gap between yourself and Cyber remains the same and only extends to Bass and T-Bird. So at the end of the day, you said yourself that this is not going to be your forte, but you did have a good race at the end of it. So as we go into the second half, I mean, do you think you can close it on out?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, I guess we're going to find out. No use in,
Tune in, figure it out.
yeah, we won't know until we get there, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, there we go. Good job from P3 right here. In P2, another Mopawa podium. You had a wonderful race here, Cyber. Again, coming up one spot short, but it's Mid Ohio, a road course. You still had a wonderful race on your hands, and unfortunately, as you probably just heard, because of where UK finished, you did not quite gain points on them, but you didn't lose points either, so that has to be something good.
Um, Coming into this race, I mean, I was just wanting to finish in the top three since I figured out where I would be with, obviously Who and then Baz in front of me, but apparently Baz had some issues, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get second, I guess. I take full blame and apologize to the people I kind of screwed around with, and after that first caution, that first turn, I kind of overcooked that turn, so I took the blame and just fell back just to, let them get back going. The HendrickCars.com Chevy was pretty fast and solid. I mean, it stayed up front, was able to get back up there when I made the mistake. I mean, wish I kind of let it lap, but fuel's kind of the game around here, so yeah, it's whatever. I'll just take second while I can.
Well, excellent race from you, Cyber. I mean, as we go to Charlotte, well, for the All Star race next week, it's got to be a lot of fun. Knowing that essentially you can also use the All Star for a bit of practice for the Coke 600. That's going to be the week after. So, I mean, there's still plenty of racing left on the board, but you have to think that after the start you had to the season with I mean basically going a lap down in the Daytona 500 to coming back for a top five, you have not left the top five in points since. So I mean, your expectations for the second half of the season? Question mark smile.
Um, I don't know if that's gonna happen because if you look back at last season where I was at this point, yeah, anything unexpectedly can happen. So, yeah, if last season told me anything, they haven't this season. So, see what happens.
Gotcha. So with that, Cyber, excellent job on the podium here. Let's see if you can finish one spot better here on Tuesday, because we are also going to be on Mid Ohio on Tuesday. So fun. Um,
Exclamation sad face.
so with that, we're going to move on over to Kurt Busch here. Xander, you are back on top of the pylon here. You have I mean, you had a dominating Monster Energy Chevy, but you did not lead every single lap. So, I mean, but still, a very good race nonetheless, but not the perfect race. You had pole, you had fastest lap, you led all, well, 41 out of the 42 laps. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I do know. I got a win. I'm so thankful for that. I want to start off by saying thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to say thanks to George. He's incredible guy, and I appreciate him for all he's done. I know my car was as fast as Xfinity Internet today. It was super good. Mid Ohio, I was not looking forward to, and was able to sneak out with a win. So just trying to gain as many points as possible. With this point system, it's just consistency, and when we're talking about consistency, Cyber and UK are the two that definitely popped to mind first, and somehow I don't know how UK pulled off a podium out of his ass, but he's a great racer, and Cyber is obviously just Cyber. So I'm looking forward to competing the rest of the season.
Oh, there we go. Xander, potentially, you think you can do the same thing on Tuesday?
You know, um, I think I can. It's gonna be tough. Obviously, I think now with the one race under the belt, I think you'll have some more people making adjustments and putting more practice into it. You know, a lot more people had a lot of reps in this one so that they can translate over to Tuesday. So, I won't be there. Well, it's
Ooh.
gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for me to be there if I can. Obviously, if not a lot of people know, I play baseball now. Well, I've been playing baseball, so it gets in the way a little bit. But hopefully, I'll be home by then. I got a game that day, so yeah, if I can be there, I'm looking forward to it. And I know that Brand's not racing that race, so that's one big contender out of the way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to racing in MRL. Every race that I get back in here is great. So I love everyone here, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you can't really just say that you're going to win every race or this is going to happen because you never really know what can happen. Late race yellow, you never know. So we'll see how it plays out, and I'll look forward to it. I mean, you never know. Again, with Texas, I want to point that out. Texas, oh my goodness. That was a crazy finish. So stuff like that can happen. You never know. I know I'm saying never know a lot, so everyone at home take a shot every time I say it. But um, thanks, Patton, and love everyone.
Yeah.
Well, take a shot for me every time I say, man, we could be seeing something big here. Take that out of context, if you will.
And
Because I was saying that
Pat,
a lot today.
Pat,
Ah,
well, Xander, and you can. Well, Patton ruled out you at Texas, and he ruled out me at Kansas Tuesday night, and we changed that.
Exactly. We changed the narrative. We're special, man.
Yeah,
well,
Patton went
with
down with this.
well, I mean, I even said I didn't doubt you. I just ruled you out. Um, so that's not doubt. But anyway, so we're gonna close on out for the night. Thank you, Liam, for being our inner supporter. Congrats on the P8s right there. You had a good run on your return. Hopefully, we can see you maybe on Monday for the final All Star race to get in, but we'll have to. We'll see if you can. But also to Xander for a P1. We had Cyber P2 and UK in P3. Mid Ohio was fun. Let's do it again on Tuesday. But in between, we have, like I said, the final All Star race on Monday and the MRL F1 Dutch Grand Prix tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. So with that, we're going to close on out for the night, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.